Hey, Net Kids, it is good to be with you guys today. I'm really excited to be with you all and to be on video with you guys today. It's been a while since I've been on video, but I'm truly excited to be on video with you all today and to be able to introduce to you a family who's going to be with us this coming Sunday. And that family is the Hubbard family. This family is serving in Japan. They are missionaries to Japan. I also want you to know who they are. Their names are Heath and Joni, that's mom and dad, and they have 3 children, Eli, Micah, and Emma. And we are so excited to have them in service with us this Sunday. So I hope you get the opportunity to meet them and to say hello to them. They just might be in our class today. They may have come up and joined us in our classes today. And if they are, I hope you will say hello and get to know them because we're excited to have them. You're going to watch a few videos that they have made that talks about what they're doing and what's going on right now at their church. Their church is located in Tokyo, and I want to leave you with a very interesting fact before we watch a few of their videos. And that fact is this, that 97% of the Japanese people around them do not know Christ. They do not know God. They are lost. Isn't that just crazy? That 97% of the people there do not know Christ? I'm so thankful that Heath and Joni and their family are in Japan, that they have gone where God has called them to go, to be a witness, to be disciples of Christ, so that the people of Japan can hear and learn and know more about Christ. And that how that God sent his son, Jesus, to die for them, just like he died for us, but died for them so that they could be saved and have a personal relationship with him. All right, watch the videos that's coming up next, and I'll see you in a couple of minutes.
On January 13th, 2019, we launched Hope Alive, and in the past 6 months, we've seen God move in huge ways.
So we're engaging in our community with different events like computer coding and 3D printing classes, VBS outreaches during the summer, English parties, different music groups, and many other things. We're also engaging with the gospel at the train station where we speak English.
Once a month, we invite area musicians to come and jam here at Hope Alive. And in the course of that, we teach them a worship song and invite them to come back and play at the beginning of one of our Sunday services. And they get a chance to hear the gospel.
In the past 6 months, we have personally invited over 900 people to church. As a result of those outreaches, we have seen new people at church almost every service.
Our online presence has been huge. We've had 34,000 views of our church service and other videos since January.
We have seen 18 people this year raise their hand to indicate they want to start a relationship with Jesus Christ. And we've had 3 baptisms so far. We are praying, and we ask you to pray with us that we would see 1 baptism every month for the rest of the year.
God is drawing the 2nd largest unreached people group in the world to himself, and we are thrilled to get to be a part of it. Our mental health series helped people with addictions and helps them get counseling.
So we want to say thank you so much for partnering with us at Hope Alive. We want to say that we're so excited to get to share the gospel with people. So many of them hearing the gospel for the first time. And because of you, people are experiencing freedom, purpose, and fulfillment in Jesus Christ.
We first met Mika at a children's clothing store near our home in Japan. As I talked to her in the store, I realized that she had an interest in studying English, so I invited her to come to our English Bible study. She surprisingly came the very next night and began to hear the stories about Jesus dying on the cross as we studied through the scriptures. When the Bible study was over, she came and talked to us and told us about how she had chills through the whole study and that these stories were just so amazing, and she was just so moved as she heard the stories from the Bible. And as time went on, I realized that God was leading me to do a one-on-one Bible study with her. So we began doing these sessions. In the very first lesson, we studied about who is God. And in that lesson, Mika learned that God is a loving God, that He is her creator, and that He is a great God. And in the second lesson, we studied about who is Jesus. When we got to the end of the lesson on who is Jesus, the question came up of, how does what you learned today compare with the knowledge you had about Jesus before? Mika seemed a little confused about the question, so I tried to restate the question. We read it again in Japanese, and so finally, when she didn't understand, I said, well, when was the first time you ever heard about Jesus? And Mika looked at me kind of surprised that I would ask that question, and she said, the first time I ever heard about him was from you guys.
So many people in Japan are just like Mika. They have never heard about Jesus Christ. Of the 127 million people in Japan, 99.5% of them do not know Jesus Christ. If you take that down to a room of 200 people, only one of them would be a Christian. The need in Japan is huge, but the opportunity for impact is also huge. And we are excited to share with you about the opportunity and the privilege that we have to get to go and plant a church in Japan and to share the greatest news that anyone has ever heard. And we're excited to meet you and to partner with you and to give you the opportunity to be involved in what God is doing in Japan. We're Heath and Joni Hubbard, and for the last 4 years, we have had the awesome privilege of serving in Japan with our kids, Eli, Micah, and Emma. And we're excited to meet you.
Hey guys, wasn't it great to watch and hear and listen to the Hubbards talk about what they are doing in Japan and their church and their team members and everything that's going on? It was really, really good. Before we finish out today, I want us to finish out with prayer. I'm going to have your leaders pray, and I want you to be praying with them. But there's 3 things I want you to pray for while you're praying today as you finish out this class time. Okay? Here's the first one. Pray for Heath and Joni. Pray for them as they lead the church and as they lead their team there in Tokyo, Japan. Secondly, I want you to pray for Eli, Micah, and Emma. Pray for them as they attend their elementary school. Pray for them as they learn the different culture. And also pray that they are making friends at their new school. You guys remember how it is. When you start a new school, it's sometimes hard to make friends. So pray that they will have an easy adjustment in making friends there at their school. And the third thing I want you to pray for is their church, that it will continue to grow, that God will bring people to their church. Okay? All right. It's been a great day. It's been a great lesson. And so I'm going to say bye, and I'm going to let your leaders lead you all in prayer this morning. And don't forget to pray for these 3 things for the Hubbard family and their team in Japan.